here with wide receivers coach Luke Matthews. The position suffered from a lot of attrition right from the start of camp with the departure of Keith Kirkwood, injuries to Vasquez Haynes and Devin Stubblefield. Are you concerned about the depth of the position?
No, I'm not concerned really with the depth. You know, like you said, those are some key guys that we were counting on this year, and it's always tough when you lose guys and things happen in the game, and you kind of have to expect that. So we've done a good job of preparing the younger guys and guys that came over, you know, to step up when a guy goes down, and they've done a good job. So we just got to keep getting better through camp and see who steps up.
You know, one of the standouts of the spring and certainly fall camp has been Utah transfer Quinton Pedroza, who's actually your former teammate there.
Right.
How much of an impact do you expect him to make this year?
Q's going to have a big role. You know, if you look on the field, he's always out there, whether it's special teams, whether it's offense. So he's going to contribute in a lot of ways, and he's done a good job right now of stepping up and definitely finding ways to make plays, whether he has the ball or whether he's blocking downfield. So I expect him to step into a huge role this year.
Let's talk about some of the other wideouts. You got Marcus Kemp, Amon Barker. You got a lot of youth, a lot of potential at the wideout position.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, a lot of youth. Those guys are still young, but the good thing is Marcus Kemp had some reps last year. He was able to get in a few games, and he's definitely stepped up just from the spring now to the fall and going in. He's done a great job of kind of stepping into that leadership role of the wideouts and being the guy that we can count on every snap. And then, as you mentioned, Amon Barker, also a young guy. He redshirted last year, but he's done a good job of stepping up, getting in his playbook, and being the guy that we can count on come August 30th.
Slot receivers, you seem to have a little more experience there. You got with Scott Harding, Donnie King, Samson Angwai. Talk about those guys.
Yeah, definitely. That's a hard position. The F is probably our hardest position to learn, so it's always good to have older guys, vets, just like you mentioned, Donnie King, Scott Harding, Samson Angwai, guys who have been in some games for us who can contribute. So Scott's in a limited role right now, just getting him through camp, but Donnie King, Samson Angwai, and then we also brought Keelan Evelico over from defense, who's been playing inside, and he's been doing a good job of picking that up.
You also just moved Damian Packer to the wideout. What do you expect from him?
He's a tough kid, and that's, you know, we looked on the film. We wanted a guy who's going to go hard every play, who's going to get downfield and block, and also make some plays with the ball. And Damian Packer possesses a lot of tools, so his experience at receiver is kind of limited. But as camp goes on, we're just going to develop him, and I expect some big things from him.
Let's go back to Scott Harding. He is, as far as numbers-wise, the biggest returnee, and he plays such a huge role in special teams and throughout. I mean, what do you expect from him this year?
He's definitely been, you know, the veteran in the room as far as film goes, as far as teaching other guys, because obviously we only get limited meeting time with them, so we need guys to step up and kind of help bring the younger guys along. And Scott Harding has done a great job of that so far. And just bringing that experience, like you said, you know, we go into different situations, different things happen in the course of a game, and Scott's a guy that's been through it, he's been tested, and he's done well. So we expect him to just do the same, be a consistent player throughout the year, and get the job done.
What can you tell us about the role of the tight ends in the offense this year and in their pass-catching abilities? Well,
so far they've been doing a great job. You know, you have Harold Mullaney, Jordan Pooh Robinson, Dakota Torres, who's been here. And then we also brought David Manoa over from defense, and then Josh Long also. And they've been doing a good job of getting in the system. It's always good to have a bigger body in there, like a tight end who can get on the line and then also can get downfield and make some plays. So they're going to be a huge thing for us this year. They've done a good job in camp so far.